youngest carnivores with me, and we are on our way out of state. You're seeing my mirror, sorry. To a family reunion tomorrow. So we thought we would pop on and say hello. We're running late, as usual, because I was trying to, I didn't plan very well, and I needed to get work done, and like for my actual job, that helps pay the bills. And so I was trying to get stuff done there, and then get things cooked that needed to get cooked. And so my daughter, let's see, you can kind of see them. There's two of them. Oh, there's three. So that one there with the glasses that waved, she was a huge help in getting food and stuff ready for the weekend. And stupid bug. So when we travel, we always remain on plan as best we can, because life is life and not everything is perfect, and so we make the best choices that we can. But what we packed for today, because it is Friday, so we don't typically, we really do our best not to eat meat on Fridays. Sometimes we forget, and as long as it's not Lent, then we'll make another sacrifice. We do the best that we can. So we've got some egg muffins to eat. I made my protein bread, so we can have some egg salad sandwiches, and yeah, that's all that we'll probably have today. And then tomorrow, we made some bacon. So Natalie cooked up a bunch of bacon so that we have that. I made some carnivore bagels, so we'll see how those turn out. Shout out to my friend Michael Lee and my other friend Laura Kickbush for kind of, well, Laura found the recipe, and then Michael did what I normally do when you find a recipe that's kind of meh. The concept is good, but it's not, it really could be improved upon. And so Michael did some tweakings, and he seems to think it's the absolute bomb now, so I really wanted to give them a try. I cooked them in the air fryer, and so we shall see. If nothing else, it's gonna be good meat, so that will be what it is. And then for our family reunion, we have, so we're kind of going old school. When my siblings and I grew up, we used to have a family reunion every year, and it was my grandma and all of her siblings and their families. So it was a pretty big thing. And then as grandma and her siblings started getting older, and families started spreading out more, it was really hard to get the family reunions put together. So those kind of fell by the wayside, which is kind of sad, because those were things like that my mom grew up with, because those reunions had been going on since she was a kid. And so now on my dad's side, they're starting for him and his siblings, they're trying to put together reunions so that at least we can see each other once a year, because they live in Michigan, we live in Wisconsin, and then some live in Iowa, some live in Ohio, some lived in and then some lived in Illinois. So that's actually where we're headed right now, is down to Illinois. My oldest daughter wasn't able to come along because she has to work and stuff this weekend, and my boys weren't able to come for the same reason. So they get chicken duty, because my fabulous husband is in New Jersey for a religious retreat, I guess, kind of. There's a lot of meetings that he needs to attend for a board that he's on and stuff. And so, so what we're doing is we bring the meat or the main dish for our family, and the other families do the same. And then we bring a dish to pass. And so I was like going, oh, you know, what can I make for a big group of people that is going to be budget friendly, because I don't want to blow my budget either. And so our main dish is going to be pulled beef, and then my sister and her fiance are bringing pulled pork. So we'll have plenty of meat that way. And then I have so I'll start cooking that tonight when we get to our cousin's house in the crock pot, so that it'll cook slowly overnight, and the roast anyway. And I plan to cook that with a stick of butter, and then just put a little bit of water in, some salt. I didn't really bring any seasonings, but I will dash a little bit of Worcestershire sauce in there. Yeah, they're cooled down a bit. And so, because I really like that. And then we've got some sugar-free ketchup and sugar-free barbecue sauce. Neither are sweetened with icky sweeteners, such as like aspartame or sucralose or anything like that. And we will have those on the side for if people don't just want the pulled beef. And then for the dish to pass, I have to pick them up on the way, but I'm getting the mini wieners. Our Costco was out of them, so we didn't get them. So I'm just gonna stop at, there's a Woodman's right on the border, and I'm just gonna stop and pick up a couple of packs of the mini wieners. I'll get the cleanest ones that I can. Again, you know, we strive to do this life as a lifestyle, and we know life is not perfect. Therefore, we do the best we can with what we can find. And because if you try to make it perfect, or you try to like just make everything just so, instead of looking at the bigger picture, it won't be a sustainable lifestyle. And so my biggest thing is, as long as there's, you know, no breads or pastas in it, no major carbs, if the mini weenies have, as long as the mini weenies have less than 1 gram of carb per serving, I'm okay with that. And I just try to get the cleanest ingredients that you can get, and that's what we do. And then we've got bacon, and we did make the chocolate protein pudding, which on my website, sherryslowcarbkitchen.com, I have that. I adapted it from Maria Emmerich's recipe, and it's typically always a big hit, so everyone always likes that. And then Sunday we'll be at a hotel. Well, Saturday night we'll be at a hotel, and so the kids can get up and go get some breakfast, and because there's always eggs and stuff. Then we will go to church and then drive home, and we'll be home in time to have a late lunch, early dinner, and my husband will be home Sunday too, so that will be nice. We'll all be together. So yes, you can always make things, you know. Oh yeah, and we have some pre-cooked bacon too, because for the pre-cooked bacon, we'll have that for the trip home, because I guarantee everything that we made is going to be gone. We can always stop at the grocery store or the gas station and get pre-made hard-boiled eggs. They have those. So that's always good. So you can travel and live this life. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm going away, so now I'm just gonna have to live with crappy food. So it doesn't have to be that way. So we're looking forward to a nice day tomorrow. The weather's supposed to be really beautiful, and we will get to see family that we haven't gotten to see for quite a while, and just have a lot of fun. I have an aunt and uncle that I haven't seen since 2019, so that will be really enjoyable. And I have a shout out for a non-scale victory. My hubby texted me this morning, and he said he's gone down a belt size. So we use a ratchet style belt, so there's no like belt holes, and it's quarter increments that it buckles, if you will. And then how you shrink it is the strap actually comes out of the buckle itself, and then you cut it down and you put it back in, and it's got like a claw clamp. So it's too loose. It's all the way at the end of the ratchets. So he'll probably have to take off an inch or two off of the end of the belt when he gets home. And I could tell because I could see that his middle was shrinking. And I could tell when I gave him a hug-a-bye on Wednesday that his middle was shrinking because it's easier to get my arms around him. Like I was overlapping them. Actually, it's not like, he's not that big. It's not like I couldn't hug him. That sounds really terrible, but I did. I did just put my foot in my mouth. Thanks, guys. I'm going to blame it on the fact that I ran out of coffee. I had one cup. I should have had two, but that's okay. Because I know he's going to watch this, but yes, I've always been able to hug him. I just was able to squeeze a little more. How's that? But when you're type 1 diabetic, and having to figure out your insulin, and if you end up needing too much insulin because it's not the right type of insulin to match the type of food that you're eating, or you're eating too many carbs that you're having to take more insulin, that makes you gain weight. And so for type 1 diabetic, keeping good blood sugars and losing weight is not an easy thing. And we really don't focus on the scale, so we focus on how the clothing is fitting, which is why his belt getting looser is a huge huzzah. If you watch Dr. Berry, you know where that's from. But so I'm really excited about that. He's seen those changes. And I have a telehealth appointment with my nurse practitioner this afternoon, so I'll have to pull off to do that. And we have to make one stop down towards kind of the border, because we had a tragic, unexpected loss of a family member last weekend, and his celebration of life is today, so we are stopping to give our condolences. So if this was your last day because you don't know, you're just telling me that I'm live. I've been live for 14 minutes. Oh, for me. Anyway, I am going to end this now. Just wanted to share how we're traveling, what food we're traveling with, and we will talk again soon. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. And you guys have a great weekend.